We spend so much time building a version of ourselves that other people will accept. Before going out, we check our hair. Before clicking a picture, we fix it again. Before an interview, we make sure we look professional. Before meeting someone new, we adjust something about ourselves. Slowly, without even realizing it, we start believing that how we look is who we are. Now, imagine someone who simply refuses to play that game. They are sadhus, who let their hair grow for years. No trimming, no styling, no worrying about how it looks. Just letting it grow the way it naturally grows. And before you think this is going to become some religious talk, relax. This video is not about asking you to become a sadhu. It's not about telling you to grow your hair or shave your heads and stop caring about your appearance. It's about understanding the lesson behind it. Also, something important. Not all sadhus keep long hair. Some actually shave their heads completely. Many Vaishnav monks shave their heads and keep only a small tuft. Some other Asiatics grow long matted hair. So why the difference? Because the hair itself is not the point. Some shave their heads to reduce attachment to appearance. Some grow their hair to show they don't care about social standards. Different style, same idea. Breaking the obsession with how you look. And that's where it becomes interesting for us. Today, our generation is living in a world where image is everything. Instagram, LinkedIn, dating apps, even family WhatsApp groups. Everywhere we are presenting a version of ourselves. We don't just live, we perform. We don't just exist, we curate. We want to look successful. We want to look sorted. We want to look confident even when we feel confused inside. And that constant performance is exhausting. Think about it. How many times have you felt bad just because you didn't look good that day? How many times has a bad haircut affected your mood? How many times have you compared your style, your body, your overall appearance with someone else and felt less? Now imagine not caring about that comparison at all. When a sadhu lets his hair grows freely, he is saying, I will not build my identity around how I look. And that is powerful. Again, I'm not telling you to stop grooming yourself. I am not saying be careless. I'm not saying walk around looking messy. This is not the lesson. The lesson is about the attachment behind it. There is a difference between being clean and being obsessed. There is a difference between looking presentable and depending on looks for self-worth. We live in a time where even our confidence depends on mirrors and likes. If people praise us, we feel good. If they don't, we start doubting ourselves. That means our self-esteem is controlled by outside reactions. Now think about how stressful that is. You are constantly adjusting yourself based on how others might react. You choose clothes based on trends. You choose words based on how will they sound. You choose goals based on what will look impressive. And slowly you lose your real voice. The lesson behind the sadhus here is simple. Stop living only for how you appear. Hair grows naturally. You cannot force it to grow faster. You cannot stop it completely. It follows its own pace. And when someone let it grow without interference, it is a sign of accepting natural flow. Now connect this to your life. We try to control everything. We try to control how fast our career grows, how fast we earn money, how fast we get recognition. We panic if things don't happen according to our timeline. We are always in a hurry, but some things take time. Growth takes time, clarity takes time, confidence takes time. You cannot rush maturity, just like you cannot grow long hair in a week. Sometimes the more you try to control every detail, the more anxious you become. And that is the real issue. It is not about hair, it is about control. We think controlling everything makes us strong, but many times it makes us tired. Look at your own life. How much energy goes into maintaining your image? Looking busy, looking successful, looking happy, looking productive. What if you use some of that energy to actually understand yourself instead of managing how you look to others? Again, I'm not telling you to copy anyone. I'm not saying grow dreadlocks or shave your heads. The outside action is not important. Inside understanding is. Every spiritual and religious practice, when you look at it deeply, was designed to solve some human problem. Fear, ego, comparison, anger, attachment. These problems still exist today. Just the packaging has changed. Earlier, people worried about social reputation in villages. Today, we worry about digital reputation. Same problem, bigger platform. If we ignore everything just by saying I don't believe in religious stuff, we might miss simple life lesson hidden inside it. We don't have to follow the path, but you can learn from it. The sadhu grow his hair is a reminder that your value is not equal to appearance. The monk shaving his head is a reminder that you are not your hairstyle, not your fashion, not your public image. And for our generation, this is important because many of us are silently struggling with identity. We don't know who we are without filters. We don't know who we are without achievements. We don't know who we are without validation. So we keep adjusting ourselves to fit expectations. But deep down, we feel tired. Maybe the real freedom is not in becoming extreme. It is in reducing unnecessary attachment. Maybe you don't need to stop grooming. Maybe you just need to stop depending on it for confidence. Maybe you don't need to quit social media. Maybe you just need to stop measuring measuring your worth with it. Maybe you don't need to reject society, maybe you just need to stop performing every second. The lesson is balance. Care about yourself, stay clean, stay presentable, but don't let appearance become your identity. Work hard, build success, but don't let achievement become your only source of worth. Use social media, but don't let it control your self-image. The outer form of spiritual practice may look old, extreme, or unrelated, but the inner message is still very modern. Detach from things that don't define you. Hair does not define you, clothes do not define you, followers do not define you, your timeline does not define you. And the moment you stop over-controlling how you appear, you start feeling lighter. That is the lesson. Not to escape society, not to become a sadhu, not to shave your head, not to grow your hair for years, but to understand that your real identity is deeper than your appearance. Thank you for being here. Once you understand that, you can live in this modern world without being controlled by it. That is why this mattered. Not because of religion, not because of tradition, but because in a world where everyone is performing, learning when to stop performing might be the most powerful thing you can do.